Hello, welcome back. This is Wency from Wency's Toys channel, and today I will be reviewing the LEGO set 75336, the Inquisitor Transport Scythe from the LEGO Star Wars series from the year 2022. So let's get right to it. Oh, and before I forget, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and please consider subscribing, as a lot of my viewers have not yet subscribed to my channel, and it would help me a lot in bringing you more content like this in the future. Thank you very much. Okay, first up, let's take a look at the minifigures. So first, let's take a look at the Obi-Wan minifigure. So this is from the Obi-Wan series, so of course we will have Obi-Wan. And I like that they have a piece of cloth here to signify or to represent his poncho. The one thing though is, as you can see, it's a little bit sturdy. Would have been nice if there was something to pull it down, so maybe you have to either press it with an iron to make it go down so that it droops a little bit further down. But yeah, at least they have a piece of cloth to represent the poncho. So looking at the printing, the torso print, it is simple because in the Obi-Wan series, right, if you've watched the series, he is not the previous Jedi that he was during the Clone Wars series. So he just has a simple shirt here with his utility belt, plain brown pants, and looking at the back, yeah, just a simple printing as well at the back. And looking at his face print, he looks a lot more older. Not sure if it's because of the hairpiece, but he does look a little bit much older than his previous minifigures that looks a little bit younger. And of course the old Obi-Wan. And here he also has a secondary face that has his angry face. And he has also, of course, his blue lightsaber here. Next is one of the main characters of this set, and since this is a villain vehicle set from the Star Wars Obi-Wan series, then we have the Inquisitors. So this is the Grand Inquisitor, and if you would like to see the comparisons between the Inquisitor minifigures, I would suggest you would go to Bruce Swift's Instagram. Maybe I'll put a link below, as he has both minifigures and does a very good comparison of those minifigures. Unfortunately, I don't have the older sets from the Rebels series, so this is the only minifigure I have. So again, this is the Grand Inquisitor. Very nice molded shoulder armor here, which has actually the clip to hold the lightsaber right into the, molded into the shoulder armor. So very, very cool. And I like the Inquisitor's lightsaber hilt here for the dual blade spinning lightsaber that they have. And of course his face here. In Rebels, the face printing is a little bit more red, because in the cartoon series, the Rebels cartoon series, he has a very different feature. He has more a menacing look, a more exaggerated menacing look. But the live action is a little bit more, I would say, tamer. So he has a tamer printing here and look rather than his Rebels look. And very nice printing as well. Very nice that LEGO added leg printing also. Unfortunately, there is no arm printing here. So yeah, let me take this off so that you can see a lot of the printing. So it's just an extension of the shoulder armor, as you can see, and they gave him a cape to go with this. So very, very cool. And there is no secondary face here because he is bald. And if we try and take a look at the back printing, so let's take this off as well as the cape. It's just a normal back printing to signify his armor. Next is Riva, also called the third sister. So she is the only one who has a name of all the Inquisitors. And her printing is a little bit simpler because all of the Inquisitors just wear black actually, and they don't have a lot of flair in their garb. So still very cool Imperial looking torso print and very menacing face print. And since she has sort of a mohawk hair piece, she doesn't have a secondary face. So again, looking at the back print, it's very, very simple, and there is no leg printing. So last but not the least, we have the fifth brother. So he has very cool torso printing and gray sleeves or arms, which is very, very cool to distinguish the body or the body piece from that of the Grand Inquisitor, because it seems like they wear the same leg printing. So when I was building this and trying to find the pieces, I pretty much was very hard to find which one was going to go to which, until I noticed, oh, they both have the same leg printing, so it doesn't matter. Very cool again, shoulder armor, and again with the clip on the armor. Very, very cool. And I like that they included his very unique helmet here. Very, very interesting. And again, he has a very menacing face print, very nice. And since he's sort of like augmented, that's almost like a cyborg, he doesn't have a secondary face. He's almost like Zane the Ninjoid. And taking a look at the back printing, we remove the head piece and shoulder armor. Very nice, but still simple back printing for the fifth brother. Okay, so now on to the main build. So this is again the Lego set 75336, the Inquisitor's transport scythe, and it is really a transport scythe. It is big. It's fairly big compared to a minifigure. As you can see here, here's Obi-Wan. It's really big. So the last time we got a villain's transport ship was from 2 years ago with the Knights of Ren transport ship, which had very disappointing reviews because it was small. It was as if it's almost like just a scaled up microfighter, because there is no place inside that transport ship to really put the Knights of Ren minifigures inside. All of them were propped up on top like people that were on a tank looking out the window. So again, this is the Lego set 75336, the Inquisitor's transport scythe, and it is nicely built, I would say. Looking at the front profile, it does look like the transport ship that you see on the show, with the foldable wings here when you land it like this, and that there is a front panel that goes down so that you can pose your minifigures walking down through that ramp. But as you can, if you see up there, actually, right, that's the feet of one of the minifigures there. So it's nice for posability and for taking pictures, but for playability, you can't really drag your minifigure unless you put them inside here first. So folding back that up, very interesting technique that they made for making this fork here, that it's not straight, it's like it's in an angle, and then you have this angled front here as well. And this was done through usually you would see, right, like for the X-Wing, to make those nice angles for the fuselage, you would see the foldable clips. But here they used ball joints here that you would usually see in mechs. So if you can see there's ball joints there, and the way that they clipped this part here after making it at such an angle is, and it's fairly hard to put it on its side, is via some just hooks here, just a Technic hole here, or where you usually put Technic pins, and a clip there, or a not a stud, I would say a hook there where usually you put clips in. So very, very interesting way to do that. And as you can see here from the bottom, if we look at the bottom, it's not really that big. You see that imposing size because of the wedged plates here that signify the wings, but actually the actual fuselage is pretty much the same width as the Knights of Ren transport ship, but at least here they gave it much more space inside, as we can take a look. Okay, so a lot of this is through Technic framing, and we have very nice landing gear here. Although for me it would have been cool if they were able to incorporate the landing gear from the Galaxy Explorer into how to do this for Star Wars ships, because that technique was very, very cool indeed. And if you've looked at my review for the Galaxy Explorer, you would know why. So here, let's just take a look at the outside. Very nice wedge shape here, as like all Imperial transports of that era, just when the Empire was starting. And we also get here some spring-loaded shooters, so you can put your spring-loaded shooter there, and very nice playability for that, and very cool way of making use of Technic hinge pieces to make this foldable wing here. Very, very cool. And one more, the very nice feature of this transport is the inside. So the way to open this transport ship, because there is a lot of hooking and just friction based clutches here, that you can see very cool building techniques. Very appreciated that they created a printed canopy piece for this one. So these are not stickers, this is a printed piece. Very nice. And as you can see, Reva's head is sticking out there, and you can actually fold out some of the fuselage to give you the insides of the transport ship. So let's take a look. Okay, and as you can see here, there is space for Reva here. Very interesting way to build the seat for her here at the front. Very spacious, and there's 2 more seats for the Inquisitors. And there's actually very nice pieces here where you can put their lightsabers. There's a few stickers here for the control panel, here and here. And for the doors here, that would signify, I guess, doors for inside the cargo hold. And there is enough space here for another minifigure. So I wouldn't think Darth Vader would be in here, because this Darth Vader has his own transport ship, and he wouldn't be, he's too arrogant and he has too much of his pride to be with his Inquisitors, in that he's just hitching a ride from the Inquisitors, right? So yeah, you can have someone here like Obi-Wan. If he was captured, he can be standing up here. So there is a lot of space here. Very, very cool that they added a lot of space. Very interesting technique to get how to get these cargo open up. But as you can see, even there is a lot of space with almost the same width as the Knights of Ren transport ship. So I'm not sure why 2 years ago they weren't able to do that. But now they were able to do it here. But it does give you show you that not a lot of the width of the transport ship is cargo. So a lot of it is, it's like pretend that there's some parts here that you can put cargo in. So very, very cool indeed. And very nice way to hook so that it doesn't fall off. But since this is quite big, as you can see, it's very hard to play with it for the swooshability. So you have to basically carry it through the undercarriage to be able to swoosh it around to play with it. And that's it for my review of the LEGO set 75336, the Inquisitors transport scythe. It's might be a short review, but it's my raw and honest review about this ship, and I like it. It's a nice black transport ship from Star Wars, and this would sit very nicely with your Star Wars transport ships collection display. So again, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and please consider subscribing, as a lot of my viewers have not yet subscribed to my channel, and it would help me a lot in bringing you more content like this in the future. Thank you very much.